For being here this morning. I invite you to rise in body or spirit and join together in singing Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. Yeah, here we go. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. You can clap. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Thank you. I'm going to suggest that we go ahead and skip our next one and just go ahead. Is everybody good? You may stop. Thank you. Do you need this?
I can certainly do it from
Yeah,
here,
there
right?
you
It's
go.
easy enough, right?
Absolutely.
We don't have to always stand at the pulpit and be pulpity. Welcome to Namaqua Unitarian Universalist Church, where pride is always celebrated, not just in June. This is a come as you are congregation, and you belong, just as you are. And a special welcome goes to our visitors. Please stay connected with us. If you want to drop an email or a phone number at the welcome table, we swear we won't spam you. I'm Tam Paquette, today's worship associate, and my pronouns are she, her. Here at Namaqua, we foster a beloved community that celebrates diversity. And in 2024, we are celebrating our 7th year as having the UU welcoming congregation status, which means we have met all 5 Unitarian Universalist standards of practice for the LGBTQIA2S+ community. Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera would be so proud. We honor the ground that we walk upon, acknowledging that this land is the traditional and ancestral homeland of the Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Ute nations and peoples, and we recognize and honor the indigenous peoples as original stewards of this land and vow to reconcile the deep wounds that still shape our world today. This week, I love that bit. Can y'all do that? Yeah! I love that picture. This week, the Mindfulness Meditation Group meets on Wednesday at 10 a.m. and Thursday at noon, the Virtual Sisterhood meets online. All the details are found on our website. And next Sunday is one of the most inspiring services of the year with Reverend Molly Hush Gordon at the UUA General Assembly. And last but not least, we're going to see you all after the service for some good coffee and some great conversation. And we'd like to thank Katie and Doug for running tech today, and our ushers, and thank you, Cherry, for being our accompanist today. Big round of applause. Love. And to everyone who also, Arthur, who's participating in the service. So a big thank you. It takes a whole family to make this operation work each week. Thank you. Oh, and where's Boston? Oh yeah, Austin's gonna be our worship associate little helper, so you get a laugh a lot.
Thank you, Tam. And I want to thank Linda. She was just helping me take care of some handouts. I know you thought you were coming to a worship service today, but it might feel more like a class because I made handouts for you. But I hope these handouts are very helpful. How to be an LGBTQ 2S plus ally. Anybody need some words of wisdom on how to be an ally? I do. I didn't know everything on here. So there are handouts in the back. And I wonder if maybe, Linda, maybe we want to just circulate these right now. And then, have you ever wondered, what is LGBTQIA2S? What does this alphabet soup mean? Anybody wonder that? Here's a handout for you that explains each and every one of those, and a couple of others that will be good. And then today we will be talking about 5 Ds of bystander intervention. Now, if you're like me, you can hear something go, wow, that was amazing. And then 30 seconds later, maybe 30 minutes, you don't remember. So here you go. Here's a handout for that too. So there are 3 handouts for you, along with announcements today and all of that. So, and I didn't properly introduce myself. I'm Reverend Dana Lightsey, and I am a cisgender white woman with kind of short, silvery, curly hair, and I am honored. My pronouns are she, her, and we're going to practice saying pronouns today. And it's an honor to be with you this morning. I would like to invite Arthur and Tam up to help me with our opening words. And our opening words are referring to what started Pride Month with Pride parades and everything else. And that was the raid on Stonewall Inn in New York City in 1969. So that's what this is about. We'll kind of let things settle down here. Thanks for taking all the handouts, everybody.
Oh, just can I do a quick introduction too?
Oh yeah, please, Arthur, thank you.
Hi, let me just quickly introduce myself. My name's Arthur. I'm cisgender. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm happy to be part of today's service.
Woohoo! Thank you. Arthur, it really spearheads our welcoming congregation program, and this service is a part of the 7 steps that Tam talked about in terms of how we qualify to be a welcoming congregation church. And so every year we renew our programming, we renew being a part of the welcoming program with this service. This is one of the things that we do. So, yay. Okay. On a holy night in 1969, in an inn, also known as a bar, called the Stonewall Inn, a basement which had no running water, no safe fire exits, queer people of many colors and kinds danced together, for it was the only place where they were allowed to dance, at least permitted to by the mafia who ran the inn.
In those days, it was common for the police to frequent the inn, not to join the dance, the underground celebration, but to send the dancers home and make arrests. When they would arrive, the lights would go on, the people would be lined up, and then all those in drag and all those who were trans and all those without proper identification, they were all arrested and taken into custody.
But on this holy night, that early morning on June 28th, the people said, "Not tonight." As they called to them to line up, the trans women refused to go. And as the police began to beat and arrest them, and as the people spilled out from the bar onto the street, Christopher Street, a crowd grew to watch.
I want to point out that this photo is the only original photo taken from that night. And then, as trans women, lesbian, and gay men were getting arrested, a yell came from the crowd, "Gay power!" And as a trans woman was shoved, she shoved back, and the crowd began throwing bottles at the wagon, and suddenly it erupted. For once, the people did not line up. For once, the people said, "No more, we have had enough."
It was almost as if that night, being pulled out of the darkness of the underground at Stonewall Inn one too many times, they'd said, "I'm ready to be seen." On this holy night, when the power of the oppressed rippled through the streets of New York, when queer people said, "No more," our world would never be the same.
50 years ago, it was illegal to be gay, to be trans, to dance, and to love and to celebrate. And now, only 50 years later, here we are celebrating at a church, gay and straight together, queer and straight together, trans and cis together, all in this together. Let us also remember and pay tribute to our movement ancestors, many of them trans women of color who led the first rebellion that night.
You see, Pride is a celebration of that anniversary, the anniversary of that riot at the Stonewall Inn in New York City, a holy night. So happy Pride.
Welcome to this joyful celebration. Bring your whole selves, your gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, queer selves.
Your drag queen, butch and femme, cross-dressing, nail-painting, tutu-wearing selves.
Your genderqueer, gender fluid, agender, pansexual, quilt bag selves.
And all the other identities that are and will be.
And let's have a celebration, because joy is a rebellion too.
And in this church is queer, queer and fabulous. Amen?
Amen.
Let us begin. And I invite us now to share together in saying our morning affirmation. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its call. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. And I invite us now to actually turn and greet people using our pronouns. My pronouns are she, her. Because I am a cisgender woman, I use the same pronouns that were assigned to me at birth. But that's not true of everyone. And we have plenty of people in our midst that prefer to use they, them pronouns. They do not identify as either male or female. So listen carefully to how people share their pronouns. And let's respect how people identify. Thank you. Friends, I invite us to rise and sing. Though days be dark with storm, troubles wait at every turn. I know, I can go on. My sister in my heart, my brother in my song. Though troubles wait at every turn, I know I can go on. Though the journey is long, the destination is near. No troubles wait at every turn. I know, I can go on. So brothers, take my hand, and sisters, sing my song. When hope awaits at every turn, I can go on. Thank you. You may be seated. And I'm wondering, did we run out of handouts? Because I can make more. Okay, if you guys will tell me how many to make, right after this service, I'll make some more and I'll have them in coffee hour, okay? Yeah, great, thank you. And how about a story? Let's do a story. Do you want to help me with a story? So, do you want to introduce yourself? No? Can I introduce you? I can't introduce you? Well, this person's related to me. I'll just say that. You want to help me read? We have a special story today called Love is Love by Michael Genhart and Ken Min. If I hold the book up to show you pictures, can you see it from there? Can you see this? Okay, great. And you can help me read it if you want to. You don't have to, though. You want to? It says, I've got a problem. Today, some kids were laughing at my shirt. And he has a shirt on that has a rainbow heart. They were teasing me for wearing it. One of the kids said that my shirt was gay. Yeah. He looks pretty sad, doesn't he? Yeah. You don't like to be teased either, do you? No. I don't think anybody does like that. My friend asked, what does that mean? I wasn't sure, but I think it's because I have two dads. Do you know anybody who has two dads or two moms? Yeah, there are lots of people who have two dads or two moms. Yeah. I told my friend I don't like it when kids say that being gay is gross. Or they say, that's so gay, when they don't like something. Some of the kids even said my family wasn't a real family. That's just mean, and it hurts. Isn't that mean? Yeah. My friend told me maybe I shouldn't wear the shirt, but that doesn't seem fair. I wonder why some people think I shouldn't have two dads. Why would they think being gay is wrong? Well, that's the question of the day, isn't it? Here's another. Maybe being different is scary to some people, but my dads really love each other. Just like my friend's mom and dad love each other. That isn't different. And then there's a photo of my dads got married on mountaintops wearing skis, and their friend, mom and dad, got married on a beach wearing bathing suits. What's so different about that? And my dads love me very much, just like my friend's mom and dad love her. We both have families who love us. That's not so different either. I like all the kites. It's pretty. I know lots of other gay people. My teacher, Mrs. Adams, is gay. Police Chief Carter is gay too. And my sister's coach is gay. Mayor Sanchez is also gay. And I might mention our governor is gay. And there are lots of people, famous gay people, singers and scientists and artists and athletes. My friends think we might have a gay president one day. But some people believe being gay is something to be ashamed of. Do you think that's true? No. My dad's told me that some gay people even try to pretend that they are not gay. Not quite sure what's going on in this picture, but. My dad says that no one should be ashamed of who they are. That's why this shirt is so special. The yellow shirt with the rainbow heart. My dad gave it to me, and I feel good wearing it. You can see he's with his two dads right there. Yeah. I love my dads, and they love me. We're not so different from any other family, and I am not embarrassed about who we are. See where it says be loved? Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. So when some kids say your dads are gay, I'll just say, yes, they are. And when some kids say, you're not a real family, I'll just say, yes, we are. My dads love me and I love them, and that's what really matters, and I'm proud to be part of my family. Yeah. And that's all that matters. And he's lucky to have a family. Isn't that beautiful? Love is the same wherever you live, whoever you are, and whomever you love. Love is love. Love is love. It's the end. Thank you. Now, we're going to sing you out, but you're only going to go back to the back because you're going to help Tam with something, right? Okay, good. So Elaine, she's just going to wait there for a moment. Okay, well, we're going to sing you out with Go Now in Peace. Okay. Okay. Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the spirit of love surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go. Thank you.
After a big storm, a little girl scampered along the beach, tossing one starfish after another back in the water. when an old woman approached her and said, "Little girl, there are thousands of starfish washed up. What does it matter?" The little girl looked up and smiled. "It matters to this one," as she tosses it back in the sea. Who's heard this story before? So, did it give you a little pause, like there wasn't something quite right? If so, it's normal because we have been conditioned to see this story through a particular lens that most of us never question. In my version, the hero is now a shero. It's usually told where it's a little boy that's the champion and the old man plays the curmudgeon. Intentionally changing genders was to emphasize the fact that, one, it could be done, and two, gender matters, just like pronouns matter. Have you ever experienced a negative reaction hearing the phrase, God the mother? Or hearing God referred to as she, or her, or it? It might strike some of us as weird or just plain wrong. Some of us are still getting used to accepting and using pronouns to show those in the queer community that we love them and we honor their wishes. We need to ask ourselves, why are we having such a reaction? You know, only 26% of children's books have female protagonists, conditioning us from youth to see little girls as only accessories to a storyline, not the center of the plot with full agency. Now think about how many kids we've read with queer characters in them as the protagonist, if at all. Hollywood, all too often, treats the queer community as a punchline. Members are portrayed as a foil, dispensable, disposable, and too many times they perish solely as a plot point. Now, would everybody please take their starfish and hold it in their hand? Does everybody have a starfish? Okay, let's get everybody a starfish before we start. Oh, we gotta get, the Reverend needs a starfish. We're not going on until the Reverend has a starfish. Cherry, do you have a starfish? Well, let's get you a starfish, sister. Y'all gotta, I know folks at home, make a believe that you got a starfish in your hand. If you even want to make the symbol of in your hand of a star, whatever feels comfortable to you, so that you feel like you're a part of this because you are. We love you and you matter and you belong, even if it's electronically. Love, love, love. Y'all have your starfishes? Okay. Jerry, did you get a starfish? Okay, good. Whatever feels comfortable to you, I want you to, if you need to close your eyes or take a deep breath, let's just meditate on this. Hey, I need a starfish.
Here.
You got an extra one?
I'll get it.
Okay. All starfish have a right to live in the sea because we all belong there. Every one of us goes through storms where we feel like we've been washed ashore, and still, we all have a right to exist in our most beautiful and natural state. So let's be like that little girl who believed in the worth and dignity of every starfish and demonstrate what inclusion looks like, what love looks like, and what justice looks like in our hearts and in public. Boston, could you come up here? Where's my Boston? All right, my friend.
Is this the ocean?
All right. Thank you. If you'll hold this. And if you'll all repeat after me as you put your starfish in the sea, and Boston's going to collect our starfish. Let's all say together that love is the spirit of this church and service its call. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. May it be so. We love our new worship associate, don't we?
And we're putting him back in the sea? Is that what we're doing?
They're all the starfish are going in the sea where we belong,
Yeah,
and may we
yeah.
just...
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Tam. All different colored starfish, too. And thank you, Boston. I think that might be everybody. Great. All right, happy in the sea. Okay, thank you, sweetie. And now we're going to take our morning offering. And, you know, our morning offering, half of it goes towards a nonprofit. And that nonprofit is a part of the values that we express. And this particular nonprofit is part of our shared values to honor the interdependent web of all existence. Anybody want to honor the interdependent web of all existence? Yeah. So we do this as we covenant to protect the earth and all beings from exploitation. And the nonprofit that half of our donations will go to that does this is the Big Thompson Watershed Coalition. So I invite you to please share generously to help support them and to help support the work of this church. Thank you. And a special thank you to Cherry Sokoloski for playing piano for us this morning. Thank you, Cherry. That was beautiful. Thank you. This morning, as we share our joys and sorrows, I invite those of you that have a brief personal joy or sorrow that you would like to share to come forward and share that in the microphone. And I have a couple to share with you first. And we will respond with, we hold you in our hearts. Whether it's a joy or sorrow, we're holding whatever you're sharing in our hearts. I want to share with you that longtime member and beloved friend Dick Barton was in a car accident, a serious car accident on Friday morning. and he broke his neck in 3 places and is in ICU. And they did a 6-hour surgery yesterday to fuse all of the bones in his neck. So he's lucky to be alive. So that's the good part. That was really the only serious injury. And it will be a long recovery for him. And Dick turns 81 in July. So please let us hold Carol and Dick in our hearts. Carol also asked me to share that she does not want visitors. They do not want visitors right now. Like I said, he's in ICU at MCR. All these acronyms, hopefully you're following me. But she would welcome cards or emails, and I will email out their address so you can send cards at this point. Yeah, thank you. I'm guessing we'll probably want to organize some food. We'll organize a food casserole brigade. So, yeah. And Reverend Dr. Robert Latham helped with this congregation as a consultant many times and preached here many times. He was a very close friend with Laurel, and he spoke at Laurel's ordination and installation service, which was held at Foothills. And Robert, I think he was 97, and he just recently passed a few days ago as well. So we hold Robert in our hearts. He was a giant in Unitarian Universalism, wrote many important books, and was very influential for me as well. I often had him as a guest speaker. Yeah, powerful. Others, please come forward. Okay.
Friday was, I got 3 happy things. On Friday, Alex, my husband, got a job offer to be the building official for Superior, which he took the job, and that's what we
Awesome.
came west for. So it was a manifestation and a realization of a dream. This is what we came west for. That was amazing. So
From
that's
Florida.
Yeah, they brought us from Florida to make this happen, and it's now happened. Yay. And because the drive to Superior is so far, on Friday, we signed the lease on a place in Longmont, so I'm still close enough to still be coming to Namaqua, but a much closer place and a much bigger place. And we sold the tires. That were stacked, and we had a stack of tires in our garage because I'm a hoarder and I don't want to just I don't want to throw anything out. I want to make sure I give it to a good family. So the big tire stack in my garage found a home for a little couple they were moving to Mexico, and they only had enough money for 2. And my husband is like, we'll give you everything and the rims and everything, and just take them. And that was like a big heart food. So 1, 2, 3, it all happens in 3s. Thanks.
Wow. Yeah. And we hold you in our hearts. And good luck with the move, and let us know if you need help. Oh, thank you very much. Good. And I also want to mention that was my granddaughter, Boston, and she just turned 8 on Friday. So she was feeling a little shy. I wanted to have her introduce herself, but that's okay. And someone wrote that they are soul searching to remember what my purpose in this world is. I so appreciate whoever wrote this. How many of you can relate? First of all, please notice, is there a single hand that did not go up? I think all of us can relate. And so we hold you in our hearts. And if you want to talk about it, I'm here. I don't have any answers, but I'm more than honored and delighted to talk with you if you would like. And we hold you in our hearts. May we hold you in our hearts. Thank you.
I'm Jennifer, and I have a joy. We just finished up a 5-day visit with Rachel and her kids coming, and Peter's wanted for so long to introduce our 2 little grandsons, Benji, who's 19 months old, and Desi, who's 6 months old. He wanted to introduce him to our congregation, and he finally got to do it last week. So bravo, we got to introduce those grandkids.
Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you. What? Yes, we hold her in our hearts. Thank you.
I'm Vicki, and I wanted to share this joy with you. One of the things I offered for the auction this year was an afternoon with the authors, who happened to be our neighbors, and we had 12 people who signed up for that. So it was a beautiful event, but the surprise that I got was that these authors offered to donate any books that were sold that day. They donated all back to our church.
Wow.
And I think there were somewhere between 8 and 10 books, so it'll be a nice little contribution to the church. So that was a fun time.
Well, tell them thank you. And we hold you and everyone who participated in our hearts. Thank you.
So yesterday there was a great Juneteenth celebration in Loveland, organized in large part by this wonderful organization we have in our community called Heart and Soul.
Yeah.
And they were selling this wonderful shirt that had a quote on it that it was partly about Juneteenth, that's the origins, but it really applies to today and a lot of causes we care about. None of us are free until all of us are free.
Amen. Yeah, absolutely. No, I have an image to go with that. Think about baking bread. How can you separate one little molecule of yeast? You can't. So bread won't rise until we all rise together, that we are all the yeast. Yeah, thank you. Good. And in that note, I would like to pass the microphone around and let me start over. I would like to pass the microphone around just up and down the aisles and give everyone a chance to say the name or names of someone who is beloved to you, who is LGBTQIA2S+, anywhere in that spectrum. Say their names, maybe say their relation. Please don't go into a paragraph or so. We're running short on time, but I want to honor that. And for each person that we name, we're going to light a candle. And so many names that I could name, but I want to name my best friend from high school, Nick Coleman. So.
I'd like to name a new friend that I met at Loveland Pride, Alex.
I'd like to name my oldest son, Alan.
I'd like to name my son, Jason.
I'd like to name my stepdaughter, Rachel.
My brother's son, Christian.
A very close friend of ours from Pueblo, Barbara Haggerty.
My daughter Molly and her wife Imogen are having twins right now in Berlin.
My niece, Megan.
And Megan's partner, Janae.
My dear friends, Robert and John.
My sister, Ainsley.
My cousin, Millie.
My friend, Mary Nell, and her partner, Edna, and my daughter, Kristen.
My best friend at work, Tanya.
our beloved son, Jeffrey.
My dear friend Darcy Corbett.
My nephew Eric.
My cousin Aiden.
My niece Donna.
My best friend Julie.
Daughter of my best friend in college, Ellie.
My best friend in Tulsa's daughter, Molly.
My niece, Margot, and my former brother-in-law, Francis.
My cousin Phyllis.
My cousin Terry and her partner Linda.
My daughter Nisha.
2 Andreas in my life.
My Aunt Judy and her partner Wisty.
My cousin Raymond, who died of AIDS 35 years ago.
A high school friend, Chuck.
My non-binary kid, Sonny.
Friends Keith and David.
My Uncle Philip, who I lost last year, his husband Mark.
My friend David.
My cousin Barry, who died of AIDS.
My partner's son Tay, and both my kids Nixie and Milo.
Is there anyone on Zoom? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask. If anyone on Zoom has a name, please put it in the chat. And as we're waiting for anyone who might post some names in the chat, isn't it striking to you? It's very striking to me how pretty much everybody here has someone. And I'm guessing that we did not even name all of the people. We just named one of the many of the people that we know. And how important it is that we celebrate and support anyone who is LGBTQIA2S+. Anyone on chat?
Vaughn says her granddaughter Kaylin and nephew Josh.
I can't hear you.
Oh, this goes to Zoom, sorry. Vaughn's granddaughter Kaylin and nephew Josh.
Okay.
And Nancy says my grandson Mac.
Okay, great. And this table is covered in candles, and we might have lit a couple extra, but I think that's pretty much it. So thank you. All those named and unnamed, may we hold them in our hearts with love. And may we also learn to be the best allies possible to help them through the extra challenges that they have by being marginalized as LGBTQIA2S+. Thank you. We are going to skip the meditation, and I invite you to sing if you are willing and able. Well, how about let's just sit down and sing this one, shall we? There is more love somewhere. Sing it like we mean it, shall we? keep on till I find it. There is more love somewhere. There's more hope. There is more hope somewhere. There is more hope somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more hope somewhere. There's more peace. There is more peace somewhere. There is more peace somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more peace somewhere. There's more joy. Is more joy somewhere. There is more joy somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more joy somewhere. About there's more love. Last one. There is more love somewhere. There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more joy somewhere. Did you know that there are over 600 anti-transgender bills that have been introduced in legislation across the country right now? Right now, they are active anti-trans bills. We need to educate ourselves on how to be good allies. Have you ever seen anyone who is LGBTQIA2S+, who is being bullied? Being insulted? Being harmed? We need to be good allies. And one of the ways that we do that is to learn how to be a good bystander and how to practice bystander intervention. So I have some compadres that are going to join me up here. And we're going to have five short little skits to illustrate how to be a good bystander and to intervene. So I invite, very good, Arthur and Katie and Tam to join me.
It's pretty. I'm checking it out.
Oh, very good. Let's hold it down. There we go.
Better, 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 better. Thank you.
All right, good. Now, these 5 Ds of bystander intervention is not just for LGBTQIA2S+, but is for anyone who's being harassed or mistreated.
The first D is distract. Draw attention away from the person harassing and casually engage with the person being harassed. Create some form of distraction and interrupt the flow of violence. Examples of this look like spilling a drink or asking for directions.
Hey you, why don't you take that thing off your head?
but I can't take it off.
What do you mean you can't take it off?
Well, you see, it's important to me.
What are you hiding? Are you hiding something from security?
I'm not hiding anything.
Well, what should I do? I feel like dunking her in a basketball hoop or something, or using her for dart practice. Oh my gosh, this makes me so angry. But what should I do?
Pause and evaluate the situation. Indirectly create a distraction to try to draw attention away from the person harassing.
Well, hi. Hey, do you know what you're gonna order for today? What do you recommend?
Oh, well, yeah, and number 7 is my favorite. It's so delicious.
Is it? Oh,
yeah,
that's so
I
great.
recommend it.
Oh, good. Looks delicious. Would you like to join us at our table?
That would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Distract. Draw attention away from the person harassing. Engage the person being harassed casually. Distract.
The next one is delegate. Ask a person close by for help. Give specific requests. Empower others. Ask for assistance. Do your best to get yourself and the victim into a more of a public space and place. If you observe a situation that appears to be an emergency or someone's safety is in imminent danger, please call 911. Examples of this can look like asking someone to join you, utilizing the fake friend tactic, or notifying authorities and or a person with authority in that space.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You should go straight to the salad.
Well, what I eat is none of your business.
Diet soda would be good for her too.
Well, what should I do? I mean, squirting ketchup on him is probably not a good idea.
Pause and evaluate the situation. Activate others to assist you and ask a person close by for help.
Excuse me, that guy back there is being very rude to her. Can she go ahead of me, please?
Thank you very much.
Of course.
I really appreciate
Delegate.
it.
Ask a person close by for help. Give specific requests. Delegate.
And document. Make sure someone is already helping and keep your distance, but record the date, time, and place. Oh, yeah. Good. Ask the person being harassed what to do with the documentation once you've documented it. Record inappropriate behavior and violence so that there is a record available from a third party witness to provide any evidence if necessary. If the impacted party is not receiving other assistance, do the other 4 Ds first to make sure they're taken care of and somebody's helping them first.
You two are disgusting.
What do you mean?
Ugh, get out of my sight.
What should I do?
From a safe distance, record the date, time, and place, and ask the person being harassed what to do with the documentation.
Hey, are you all right? I documented what's happened on my phone. Can I give you the video?
Document, make sure someone is helping first, keep your distance, record date, time, and place, and ask the person being harassed what to do with the documentation. Document. Remember to always ask the person who is impacted what they want to do with the recording, because maybe they don't want it used anywhere else. And never post it online without anyone's permission, without their permission. I can't believe I gave myself tonight when I assign these parts.
The next one is delay. Check in after the incident is over. Offer to help. Share resources. Follow up with those impacted. Comfort the person and provide reassurance that it isn't their fault. Accountability is on the person or people enacting the inappropriate or violent behavior. Be sure to assess when it is safe to check in with the person experiencing the harm.
Okay, everyone, I decided we should go ahead and move forward. I'd like to get your suggestions by tomorrow. Let's take a 5-minute break for coffee.
Listen, sweetie. You know, being so bossy isn't so attractive.
What should I do?
Pause and evaluate the situation. Check in, offer to help, and share resources.
That was completely inappropriate. I am sorry she said that to you. I know a nonprofit hotline for this. Can I help you look for that phone number?
Delay. Check in after the incident is over. Offer to help. Share resources. Delay.
And direct. Safety first, always safety first, but speak firmly and clearly and avoid arguing. Intervene directly by confronting the individual who is causing the harm and notify them of their inappropriateness. Maybe not in an insulting way, though. Be short and direct and don't argue. After the incident is over, check in with the person being harassed.
Hey, lady, why didn't you go back where you came from?
I'm from here.
Yeah, well,
Where
maybe
are
you
you
should
from?
speak English all the time, too.
I'm from Michigan.
Yeah, well, I'm from here. Where are you from?
What should I do?
Yeah, well, you need to pause and rethink what is being said. See what others are doing. Are your biases affecting how you see the situation? Is there a chance of physical altercation?
Hey, what kind of question is that? Said she's from Michigan. Now leave her alone, okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Confront, but be direct. Speak firmly and clearly and safety first, and avoid arguing. Direct. Can you give all of our friends a round of applause? So these items really matter. And you never know when you're going to find yourself in another place where you have to defend them and take care of and stand up for other people. So you've got your 5 Ds of bystander intervention right here that we just talked about. You can go over those. So my friends, thank you for helping us become better allies, for practicing using our pronouns. Let's use our pronouns every time we get together. Oh, hi, I'm Reverend Dana Lightsey. My pronouns are she, her. It's so easy. And by doing that, we're being a good ally. We're supporting and we're helping. We're taking care of those people that we love. I invite us now to rise in body or spirit and sing together, building a new way. And this is how we do it. Yeah. We are building a new way. We are building a new way. We are building a new way, feeling stronger every day. We are building a new way. We are worthy
to be free. We are working to be free. Jealousy. We are working to be free. We can feed our every need. Start with love. Oh, I screwed it up. Our every need. Start with love, that is the seed. We can feed our every need. We can feed our every need. No, I screwed it up too. It's okay. Together. Here we go. Peace and freedom is our cry. Three times. Peace and freedom is our cry. Peace and freedom is our cry. Without these, this world would die. Peace and freedom is our cry. We are building a new way. Thank you. We are building a new way. I agree, we should clap. We are building a new way, feeling stronger every day. We are building a new way. All right.
I got the end. Absolutely. Stay up here. And Arthur, I invite you to come join me, and I invite everyone around us to reach out and connect in whatever way feels comfortable to you, holding hands or hands on shoulders, or if you do not wish to be touched in any way, just put your hand no, that's fine too. It's so nice to be connected in every way possible. We share with you, for our chalice extinguishing and benediction, words by Amanda Eudice Kessler, a friend of mine who is part of my congregation in Colorado Springs, who is quite proud to be a lesbian. Today, Pride Day, we affirm with joy that we are proud.
We are proud to be lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, and questioning.
We're proud to have survived and thrived despite challenges to our dignity, well-being, and sometimes even our lives.
We are proud to be heterosexual and cisgender allies.
We are proud to live and work in solidarity with our LGBTQ friends and family.
Together, we build the beloved community.
And we and those we have loved have been judged, mistreated, and assaulted.
But we are here, and we are proud.
We and those we love have been stereotyped and have faced discrimination.
But we are here, and we are proud.
We've seen those that we love beaten to death and gunned down.
But we are here, and we are proud.
We are together, and we are proud.
And
together, we build the beloved community.
Watch as it grows among us even now.
May it be so.